and welcome back to Asknikkip for this very exciting week of Asknikkip questions. Do you want to know why it's super exciting? Because TMI, but not really because we're all people here, I have a bladder infection. So that's really exciting. So you might see me intermittently sipping on this cranberry juice, although Dan would be really mad because he keeps telling me not to sip and that apparently I need to chug. But I'm going to take a sip before I read this question. Sipping away on my nasty cranberry juice. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump right in. It says, "Hey Nikki, I am 15 and I live in a really small town. I love fashion, traveling, photography, food, and health. Many people say that I should model, and now I really want to. How can I break into the fashion industry considering that I live in such a small area?" All right, so my answer is probably not going to be that surprising, and I want, like, by the way, side note, I wore my hair straight for the first time today, and literally the entire time since I've cut my hair, and I'm not sure that I like it straight so much. I don't know. Anyways, my answer is probably not going to be that surprising, and I want everyone to chime in if you have anything else to add to this, but I have kind of two thoughts around that. Anytime you're trying to break into any industry, but I would say especially with like fashion, traveling, photography, food, that type of stuff, I would say there are two routes you can go, either or both. One would be, I think that college and school is a really great place to meet people who are interested in the same thing as you. And I know you said you're 15. You could start prepping for school, figuring out what school you want to go to, what you want to study, and I think that school is really great for meeting people who want to do the same thing as you or who are interested in the same thing as you. Now, another route, because of your age and also just because of where I think that like technology and industries are kind of moving, I think getting yourself already out there, creating a portfolio of your work and already building your own presence online, I think is a really great way to go, because it's kind of like building a resume or auditioning or interviewing for a job. You are showing people and learning and building a following what you wanted to do. You can already kind of create a little world for yourself online of what you like, what you want to do, what you're interested in. You can learn so much. The communities online are so massive, and there are so many talented, amazing people to bounce ideas off of, and you know, looking at other people's stuff is really amazing. And yeah, so I feel like that's kind of my thoughts around this. Don't let your age or your location stop you. I actually was just telling Cammy, I think I want to do a video like how to start a business, because I've mentioned this like a bajillion times to people who've probably heard me say this. They're like, all right, well, if you want me to do it, you're like, all right, can you do it already? We've heard you. Because I've said to people on here over and over that I've wanted to do it. And I think I really am going to film this video here in the next couple weeks, because if you don't know, if you didn't see my Draw My Life, I started a business back when I was 14. And I taught dance for 5 years, and it taught me so much. So yeah, just taking it into your own hands, connecting with other people, I think that that is the best way to go. So let me open up my handy dandy computer and read the Twitter question. It says, "What was your experience when you began driving for your driver's license?" Oh girl, I was so excited. You might not be a girl, but I was so excited. I wasn't the greatest driver. I did get into many car accidents when I first started driving. Oops, I went through a couple cars, but I don't know. I love driving. I had my first car accident like a couple weeks after I got my first car. I'll just tell this story really quick because I feel like this answers it a little better. I was leaving an In-N-Out, and there was a left turn. If you live in Santa Clarita and you know where the Sand Canyon like area is, that In-N-Out over there, that left light leaving there used to be a yield. So I was waiting to turn left and the person wouldn't go. And I was like, why isn't this person going? And then the people behind me started honking. So I was like, maybe it's not a yield. Maybe I'm confused. So I went through it, but the person up there, like in the other whatever, just drove straight through and T-boned me. But we had been sitting there for like 30 seconds. I guess they were like texting or I don't know, something else. That was like their third new car that year too. But technically it was my fault because the officer said I should have waited through the entire light, but I was the new driver and I was very confused. So let me know in the comments what your, like, if you've been in a car accident or if you've done any like dumb ticket violations or traffic violations. Let me know in the comments, because I'm always so interested to hear what people, like, what their initial driving experiences were like. Because like I said, I got many tickets, many car accidents. It was just an interesting learning experience. So that is it, guys. Send your questions and your messages to asknikkip@gmail.com or use the hashtag asknikkip. And I will see you all very soon. Bye, guys.